Hey, hey everyone, good morning, welcome. I'm gonna need a little sound check from you again. Colleen, Dick, you're on sound. I have a feeling the music from today is higher. Higher. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Higher than it was. All right, I got microphone. I thought I had microphone. I always gotta double check, sometimes triple check. Listen everyone, we are going to lift some weights for our upper body. I'm gonna make sure I can see your comments though, which would be helpful. There they are. All right. I've got a ton of them over here off to the side. 5s, there's some 2s, there's some 3s under there, there's a 10, there's 15s, there's 20s. We got some work to do. We're gonna be here for, it's about a 40-minute deal. Sounds good. Thank you, Joy. You let me know if it wavers. Again, we went back to a different music streaming service. Where's my help flashlight? You need to learn technology. We're gonna lift. Here's the deal. You need to be making choices for yourself, right? So your body weight, just moving your arms, that might be your light weight. Your heavier weight might be, I don't know, a pillow today. Who knows? It's all dependent on what you need. So we're gonna get warmed up really well. We're gonna warm up our shoulder girdle, our thoracic spine, our upper back, and get really ready to rock. So let's just start with a little shoulder roll up and back. Start taking your breath in. That's it. Morning, Tracy. Go 4. I'm excited to see you all in the chat. 2, 1, reverse, back to front, up and around. I had to keep on the heat this morning. We're ticking up in the temperature, but it's been in the low 20s, so we're not quite there yet. 3, 2, good. Let's start a little step tap, so just to get a little warmth in the body. Nothing too extreme, just start swinging your arms side to side. Start to breathe in that air. In our class tomorrow, this week is flying, but also feeling strange. Let's start to push your arm at chest height across to the side. Nice and gentle, just to get the blood flowing. Tomorrow we're gonna do some breathing and releasing congestion exercises. They're pretty cool and they work really well. And I did them this morning, so I am breathing well. I'm feeling that oxygen coming in. 3, 2, we're gonna take this up a little bit on the diagonal. So reach like you're crossing an X. That's it. We just wanna feel that nice stretch from your back, almost underneath your shoulder blade through your fingertips. And then we're gonna take it down on the low diagonal. Try to deepen your lunge as you go side to side. Just find that reach. Couple more here. Yes. Getting nice and warm. Let your knees bend. Feel the ground underneath you. Let's go back to the center, just across. Maybe start to sweep your arm across, a little more throw from the shoulder. Now we need that heat to turn off. Good. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into center, a little wider than hip width distance apart, and just have your knees slightly unlocked. Let's bring your elbows up. We're just gonna do a little rotator cuff rotation at the shoulder joint. I want you to feel like you're holding 2 dinner plates in your hands, 1 in each hand. As you press your arms open, your collarbones widen, your chest opens up. Yeah. Good morning, Colleen. Crazy morning. Yeah. Good. We just started to warm up, so you're all good. Do a couple moments on the rebounder. Literally, we've only been here for 3 minutes. Good. There's that heat off. All right, let's go 4 more of these. 4 and 3 and 2. Good. And 1. Excellent. Take your hands behind your head. We're gonna find a really solid stance We're just gonna take your upper rib cage, head, upper spine over. We're gonna round it forward here, opening up the back. Take that side bend over to the other side, and then reach it up to the sky, and we'll go again. So our goal here is to try to find a nice stable position with the lower body and to really stretch on both sides with the upper body just to warm up that upper part of your back. You can think of your lower back really maintaining kind of stillness here, just holding its place. Sometimes I think if I were in a pool and the surface of the water was at my waist, I'd be trying not to create any waves with my lower body. Last time to this direction. And then again, we're working in that isometric resistance. Like we've been talking about, moving through the space as if it were solid. Let's come up, let's shake it all the way out. Come up, we're gonna go over to the left to begin this time. So a little side bend, round forward, let your upper back round. You may feel the stretch in your lower back for sure. You just want it to happen from above your highest waist. Good. Reach through, all the way over, all the way around. Excellent. So we're gonna do some kneeling today. If you want your chair nearby, you wanna use your counter if you're more into standing, or even a knee pad. That will be helpful. We're gonna start with some of our bigger muscle groups, move into the smaller ones. Good. All right, one more time, all the way over to the side, and then come all the way up. All right, are we ready? So for our first circuit, we're gonna have a plank position on your knees or in a full plank, and we're gonna follow it up with some rows on our knees. So I'm gonna do a heavier weight for this first one. I'm gonna do 15 pounds. We'll go one each side, one round each side, so we won't be alternating. And then we're gonna take it onto our back, and we're gonna work into some chest press. So I'll give you some options there. Let's take a minute. I'm gonna grab my water because I always forget it off camera, and I know I'm gonna need it. So gather the weights you need. I would suggest a little bit heavier for this first round. It'll make a difference. It'll make you get a little warmer, feel a little bit more put together, okay? So let's take it down. We're gonna start by finding our first plank position. So go ahead and take your hands underneath your shoulders or just a little bit in front. Before we get into that plank, let's find our shoulders pulling together, a little squeeze here, and then pressing apart a little bit, and then pulling together, and pressing apart. As you press apart, really feeling that front body engaging to support you. Last one. Good, press apart. Now, let's build a plank. So you're pushing the mat down into the ground. You can extend one leg back and find that. This might be your plank today. Push down a little bit more through all three limbs. Find the other leg. This might be your plank today. Or lower your knees down from here, and this might be your plank today. So choose your plank. Ready, set, go. We're breathing here. And just trying to find that positioning that allows us to feel really strong, really supported, and getting a little bit warmer here. I'm thinking of my front ribs just hugging up a bit to my back ribs, not locking out any of my joints. We're almost there, everybody. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's everyone lower down onto your knees. Take a stretch back if you need it. We're gonna take our right hand with the right dumbbell first. We've got a flat back. I'm gonna tuck my toes here. And when you row, you're pulling that weight up towards your hip, or at least your waist, not towards your shoulder. So it's a little less of a bicep curl and a little more of a pull to the waist. Now, if you've got long arms like me, I'm gonna use my dumbbell as a little elevator so that I can have a little more room to pull up and reach down, all right? We go in 3, 2, 1. Lift. I want you to find a tiny little pause at the top. Pull it up and reach it down. Lift it up. Your neck is long. And I'll give you an option to upgrade on the second round for a little more challenge, but it's just an option. No worries if you're gonna do it in the same position twice through. I have no problem with that. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Let's go for 3 more. Good. All the way down. Last one. Breathing and lower. All right. Shake it out, reconnect. Sometimes we drop into like a little curvature in our back. If your back is curved that way, it is fine. But if you find yourself kind of gripping and hanging on for dear life in the lower back, let's give yourself a little more support from the front body. Let's get ready for round 2. Other arm, other side. We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull it up and down. Pull it up. So I like to take a little bit of a slower cadence on these rows because I want to feel like sometimes we can really go frantic and pull super fast. And the reality is we want to make sure that we're actually engaging into those wide back muscles on the back body, that we can pull and hold the contraction at the top and then release it. That's it. Good. For 3 and 2 and 1. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and take it down. We're gonna widen our dumbbells a little bit. We're gonna lay on our back for chest press. I chose to start getting or adding in a few more strength sessions, let's say, into our overall lineup because I feel like, especially that I've been rebounding, we may have, or rehabbing, that we've been maybe not quite so up on the strength. So we're gonna do a cadence rep. We're gonna press up on 1, the dumbbells land over your breastbone, and you're gonna lower 3 counts down into a wide grip. And I got a little shoulder tension here, so I'm watching this. We're going up, down, down, that's better. All right, let's go. Press, lower, lower, lower. And what is the deal with our upper body strength? We just want to be able to lift things from a point in our body that has support from lots of different areas. So yes, your spine, yes, your hips, yes, your legs, yes, your chest, yes, your shoulders, yes, your arms. Sometimes we prioritize legs, which honestly, if there was something to prioritize, I might just agree with prioritizing legs, but arms are important too. We want to be able to have that multiple grocery bag from the car situation. Why is it that we can't go back for a couple trips, right? I can't. I got to bring them all up all in at once. Good. 2 more. Push. This control that we're working on the way down. That's that eccentric control. Good. Release. Let's go ahead and come all the way up. Place your weights back. Take a second to recover. And then we are going to go into that plank again. So you'll have an opportunity to choose differently. For this first round, I'm going to stick with these 15s. I thought I might go up to my 20. I'm feeling good about the 15s, yeah? Yeah, amazed at how much core strength these lifts needed. Yeah, and so, you know, your body, what's great about your core is that it's wired to anticipate the support you need to move weights. So like whether the weight is a dumbbell, a plant, a child, a pet, whatever it is, when you go to pick something up, ideally your core muscles go zing, 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 support, and they get you ready to pick that up. When you're not practicing moving and picking things up in your life, or when you've had some sort of injury or, you know, some situation that has kind of not allowed your core to fire in the same pattern that it might without that injury, let's say. I'm trying to be diplomatic in the way that I'm saying it, but that's because I'm sensitive, you know. Sometimes we've had things that have happened where it suddenly interrupts the signal and we need to kind of retrain or repattern. It can happen from lack of use and it can happen from different injuries. So with all of that said, ideally your core should fire, right? And so I want you to think about that in the next round. We're gonna start with our plank, and then I'm gonna give you an option, and again, it's only an option. All right, all of that chatter was for recovery because we're doing a lot of arms today. Let's get into it. Pick your plank position. I'm gonna start with the other, leg back. Find that support first, press down into the ground, and then add the other leg or lower to your knees. Let's breathe, we're here. For wrist health, I always like to point my index fingers towards the top of my mat. Takes a little bit of the crease out. Also pushing hard through my toes, hard through my hands. Trying to create a little length in my spine. We're almost there, everybody. Breathe. Yes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. All right, so for the second round, I'm gonna challenge you, if you like. You can either stay with the one we just did, or you're gonna extend the opposite leg into a half plank. So as you come up, the idea is that you don't let your hips roll and wobble, but rather you use the center to keep everything together, all right? Good morning, ojos de Dios. Thank you for the compliment. On this channel, we don't compliment on people's bodies or their looks. We're just here to move, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, lift it. Pull it up, all the way down. Pull it to the hip, reaching down. Now you wanna make sure that all of your weight doesn't just get distributed into your knee, right? So push strong into that other foot. Find it and reach it down. That's it. I'm thinking about, you know what I'm thinking about in all honesty? Keep going. I'm thinking about all the bull that I've had to navigate through to get to this point of pure satisfaction and excitement surrounding the power that my body is able to output. Here's our last one, everyone. Pull it up. We got it. Fantastic. All right, take a second, shake it out. If we're ready, we're gonna go right away to the other side. Let's do it. Take the other leg back if you chose this option. Press long, find your support. There it is, we're getting a little shaky. Ready, set, and go. Pull it up and lower down. So we're not doing a tempo lift on this one. We are doing a tiny little pause at the top. Yes. So I just want you to feel the position at your hip. I want you to feel that shoulder blade coming across to your spine. I want you to kind of know that you've done it, right? I say that to my clients in the studio a lot. Do it until you've done it. Good. That's it. Cool. We've got 4 more here. 3, 2, here comes that beat. Last one. Pull it up, reach it down. All right, let's get ready for our chest press. We're gonna do the opposite tempo this time. So we did up 1, down, down, down for 3. That's 3. This time we're gonna go up 3 slow and down on 1. Just be aware that as you take it down on 1, that you're in control. Don't let it drop, especially if you're lifting a little heavier weight today. So we're gonna go, sorry, I did up on 1. We're gonna go up to reach the top at 3, pull down to 1. And because we're going on the floor, I'm gonna just suggest that maybe you lower it down to the place where your elbows are hovering off the mat, just so you're still in muscular control. All right, let's get ready. Heavy pelvis, heavy ribs. We go 3, 2, 1, and lower. It's gonna be a little slower on the way down. Take your time to get up there, lower down. Press, 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 and down. That's it. Push. So we're doing 2 rounds today of every exercise, which means we're at the end of the first circuit. You can always add a third one in. I just wanted to get some variety in for us. Good. Press, push. Reach it up. Yes. Press it high. Good work. By the way, YouTubers, I think I've unlocked something because I noticed more features recently, so I gotta check it out. I didn't have the time to check it out. Two more. But whatever we're doing is working. Good, last one, press, and lower down. Okay, friends, let's come all the way up. We are going to come into a half kneeling position. You can always do this in standing or in just a little lunge, all right? And I'll show you our second circuit. So I would suggest a medium and a light. So sometimes I'm choosing my weights based on the strength that I want to impart. Sometimes I'm choosing it on, joint stuff. So there's lots of reasons why you're gonna choose differently. Ideally, over a period of time, you wanna arc to a heavier weight that's challenging you, but sometimes you have to scale back too. So we're gonna begin with a bicep curl. We're gonna do a half kneeling, and again, this is just to engage a little bit of balance here. So you wanna feel one foot forward at the 90-degree bend, the other leg back, strong in the center. We're gonna take a curl up like so. We're gonna reach it down. We're gonna let it rotate to our side at the bottom. You'll feel a little bit of a wobble, and we will be okay. We hope. We cross those fingers. All right, then from here, we're gonna take our arm forward onto the front knee. We're gonna bend this elbow, and I don't know if I'm gonna stay with this weight or drop it down, but we're gonna do all the way up to the side. So a fly. And I'm just in case gonna bring this smaller weight over because I get a little wonky shoulder going on today, so we'll see what happens. All right, are you ready? Hand on hip, hand on knee, whatever you need. We're just gonna go 2 up, 2 down. Ready, set, go. We go up, squeeze at the top, all the way down. That's it. Now, as you're doing your bicep curls, be sure that your elbow is staying where it needs to be and you're not moving it backwards, okay? And you're not swinging it forward, all right? So we wanna feel that the fold at the joint is right at the elbow so that the muscle of the bicep shortens. I don't got long biceps. I don't have, pull-ups are not in my DNA. I've got like orangutan arms, although I guess they can do pull-ups too. Anyway, you know where I'm coming from. Yes. Good. And thank you for the affirmation on the options. Did a little Instagram story this morning. There's a lot of gurus that are gonna come out, you all, especially during the New Year season. This is the exercise that's gonna change your life. No, exercise in general will change your life. It'll change it more if it's relevant and resonant with your life. Choose what you're gonna do. Good. One more. Pull it up. All right, I'm gonna be gentle with myself. I'm gonna take it down to the 5 pounds until I can figure out how to wrangle in this shoulder. The other side, I might stay on the 10. We'll see. All right, so I've got a flat back, yeah? Here as much as possible. I'm supporting myself forward. It's a round arm. I wanna think out to the side and all the way in without turning the rest of my body. No pigeons. Ready, set, go. Out and down. Yeah, I got just a little extra tension that's happening right now. For those of you who are in the throes of the change of life, sometimes those hormone fluctuations make everything just a little bit looser. You know, your ligaments, your tendons, sometimes I describe it, I'm like, I feel like my arm's gonna fall off today. And when I don't feel as stable or as supported in the joints, I always go a little lighter because I don't wanna irritate my joint. I wanna work my muscles, yeah? Good. Let's go for 4. How are we feeling, yeah? Hopefully we'll be able to wash our hair tomorrow. Although not everybody has hair here, I don't know. No, I know I'm not the shortest in the group. Good. Last one. That reminds me. I tell my son to wash his hair. He's been showering, but I'm not convinced that he's doing a full hair wash. The things you have to remember, right? All right, let's change sides. Woo. We're gonna do a little finisher that is not arm related. So, ready for your second side bicep curl. Find your kneeling position. We're coming up, we're lowering down. Yeah. 9 going on 10 is like, I don't know if it's a time of major appearance awareness. We had a hair catastrophe this morning. Oh God, Dick, I thought so. I've only seen you in like the tiny, like profile picture with Colleen, so I didn't want to make any assumptions. But I'm glad that you admitted it. It's all good. It's all good. You just can wash your scalp. That's a good one. Good. I love you all. Oh, we have fun, right? Pull up. Lower down. Yes. I saw this great meme this morning, or reel, whatever you want to call it. It was all about like a girl was sitting outside and she's like, wow, I'm cold. And then somebody comes up and they're like, you should drink water. Maybe you should journal. Have you tried manifesting? And it's just like all the stuff that happens around this time of year. And then another girl comes by and is like, yeah, how about a coat? Maybe that would work, which is exactly right. All right, let's get ready. Yeah, I'm gonna go bigger on this side with my weight, and I'm just narrating that so you know the choice I'm making, because this shoulder feels fine. This one feels a little good. All right, so we're here, reaching nice and long. We're gonna go out and all the way down. Here we go. Tracy, your comment went away too soon, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying, which is you're enjoying all the therapy. And all the way up, yeah. And just so you all know that a lot of what I offer here, it's really along the spectrum of behavioral change theory. So right now, you all are in the place where you're taking action by coming to class so often. Some of you have gone from action to growth by taking more than one class a week. Amazing. And then, you know, there's always more to learn. Let's go 2 more. And more to experience, but it doesn't always have to happen quickly. Yeah, good. Rest. All right, so our finisher, you have one of 2 choices. You're either gonna stand and do squats. Okay, so just maybe your 2 count down, 2 count up, or we're gonna try this. I need it for my foot. Or we're gonna do kneel, kneel, up, up, okay? We're gonna have a full minute, which doesn't mean you do more, it just means you have more time to work your form as best you can, and then we have a little more time to recover for our arms, okay? Are we ready? You're either squatting or kneeling and standing in 3, 2, 1. All right. This is all about the core. I'll give you the halfway point. I'm gonna do the first ones, all using one leg as the first mover, okay? That's it. And just pace yourself. If you're going with me, excellent. If not, that's okay. Ready, set, change legs if you're doing with me. If you're squatting, keep going. Yeah. It's an interesting strategy on this side for sure. Almost there, everybody. Just under 10 seconds. Practicing getting up from the ground, yeah? And we're good. All right, take a break real quick. I'm gonna take a little quad stretch. can do that, I need it. We've definitely got time for stretches today, too. All right. You know, I'm trying to meet the needs of the quick and dirty workouts, and today I chose more along the lines of a 40-minute or so. By the time we get warm, working, and recovered, we'll be ready to go. Okay? Are you ready to kneel again? Yeah. I'm gonna up my weights on the biceps. We'll see what happens on the delts. I'm going to 15 on the biceps, which is where I find myself to be challenged. Hard one, yeah. I find myself to be challenged in a way that doesn't take me into a form that doesn't help the exercise, but in a way that helps me feel like, ooh, this is the work of this exercise. All right, let's get in our kneeling position. We have our recovery. We go in 3, 2, 1. 2 counts up, 2 counts down. That's it. Pull it up. Working on keeping the chest open. For me, that's important. Yeah, the up, up, down, down is a hard one. And honestly, I wanted to do that today for the strength of my leg, but I think I might do squats for the second finisher. And if you do too, that's okay. I'll still give you the halfway point if you want to do the kneeling. Woo! Almost there, everybody. That's it. It's hard to talk when you're challenging yourself. 2 more, 2 more. That's it. Last one. All the way down. Oh, all right. Let's see, shoulder. Can you handle this 10 pounds? Sometimes it's a matter of taking the shoulder and plugging it back so it feels that it's got support from the back. All right. Ready, set? Here we go. Up and down. There it is. Trying to keep that flat back. I might go a little slower with the heavier weight, but that's okay. Trying to get it up to that position. I always know when my lips start curling and I'm doing shoulder work, doing something right, maybe, or something effective. Who knows? Yes. Good. Up. I'm also looking forward to doing a little Pilates equipment work, doing a lot of other things, but I'm ready to get back into it. Good. 2 more. Woo! Last one. Up. All the way down. Yeah, baby. All right. Second round. Last round. Getting ready for our bicep curl. You're lunging, you're standing, you're kneeling, whatever you like. Ready? Set. 2 counts up, 2 counts down. Good. All the way down. We got it. Yes. Yeah, it's the sneering weightlifting. It is just like the ultimate reminder that everything is connected. Good. It is. God, I'm excited for you to do these breathing exercises with me tomorrow, as long as they work for you. Right, Jay? But they're good. They're sinus clearing exercises, and they're not gross, because I think the connotation of that is that they'll be really messy. It's not messy. It just opens your breathing passages. It doesn't empty you. God, 2 more, 2 more. Woo! Good, feeling strong. Curls for the girls, and also the men, and also the non-binary folk. We are all here for everybody. Ready? Let's get ready into our second thing. Whew, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Rear delt. Ready, set, go. Press. Yeah, I get a little more speed on this side because I'm not having to navigate quite as much. There's always a choice when you're working with a little twin. It's like, will the exercise help me find where I want to be, or will it put me farther into discomfort? And so sometimes you got to do a couple reps to figure it out. Sometimes you got to drop your weight a little to figure it out. It's all about working with yourself. Woo! Flash. What you doing? Just watching me? That's not creepy. I don't think we're gonna get a cameo today. One more. Okay. We have that finisher. Let's see. We must. Yeah, I'm from Boston. The bigger the better, the tighter the sweater. It sticks. It's one of those old things. All right, I'm stalling. We gotta get up. I'm gonna do a couple. I might end up flipping halfway through. Ready? Finisher, go. I'm starting on the right foot this time. I think it's gonna be laborious, but I'm trying to come into it with a good attitude. And I'm also not worrying too much about form right now, as long as I'm getting up and getting back down. There's nothing worse than getting up off the floor successfully and someone telling you did it wrong. You're fine. You can get up, you're fine. 6 seconds. Ooh. Good. All right, I am not gonna do it on this leg. I'm getting a no-no signal. I'm gonna finish with squats on 2. Modeling, listening to our bodies. I just think I need a little stretching on this side. That's all. 15 seconds. Good one. The Boston people, we got a lot of little sayings. Some of them I've had to forget. Ready? Last one. Woo! Done. Water break quickly. Last one, we're gonna do some standing shoulder. You're gonna want light, medium, and a little heavier. All right. We're gonna do a bicep curl to a push press. I'm doing it without weight for the first time. So we've just done a bicep curl. Let me show you. We're gonna come up to where the weights are on your shoulders, touching, not necessarily resting, but you're not holding them here, because this is a moment where we're gonna use the strength of our legs to send the arms up and the strength of our core. So in your torso, you're thinking plank. In your legs, you're thinking like a little rebound. You go down, I'm doing it slow motion. You push the floor and push the ceiling, and you catch the weight in your center. So the center is the keystone, and the arms just easily come up. You come down to your shoulders with control. You lower down. We're going bicep. Then we lower. Then we lower. All right, let's stay here. I'm gonna stay with these 10s. They feel pretty good for the first round. The next ones, we'll do our side raises, all right? All right, we gotta get going. We're gonna get into slow music mode. We don't want that. Here we go. Curl it up, then pull it down, lower down. Curl it. Here we are. Nice. Gets warm. Push, press. Good. Always think of just that oppositional energy. Legs go down, arms go up. It takes a little of the stress off the shoulders while still giving you a good amount of an opportunity to drive and strengthen them. Good, keep going, heat's on. Can't do it. Can't do it right now for the love of hormones. We cannot do the heat. We're almost there, everybody. Keep pushing. I don't know why. Oh, it's because I'm moving the air around. That's why. Let's do 2 more. Turn off. Good. Last one. Good. All the way down. Excellent. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these. We're gonna do a bent arm side raise. So elbows into the side like we did at the beginning. We're coming out to the side. We're lowering down. We'll see. I don't know. Are you gonna be able to do it? Lift up. There it is. I'm gonna make sure that shoulder's on my back. Okay? Ready, set, go. Yes. We're thinking, I've heard this like pouring out 2 beer steins, gravy boats, lemonade carafes. Ultimately keeping the weight at the same height as your elbow. Good. You hear the tempo coming down, yeah? That means we're almost there. Good. Let's go 2 more, 2 more. Oh, last one. Oh, she burns, she burns, she burns. Shake it out. We're gonna take our small weights or just your arms, just your body weight. I'm going 5s. We're alternating front raises. So we're just going 1 up and then the other up. We're gonna go off tempo, okay? Here we go. Just up and lower. It really curls my leg. Yeah, it's something about the deltoids. And I'm not getting the metaphor. Sorry, that one, lift your arm up to your shoulder height. I should have chosen heavier weights. You know when you're throwing them up overhead that you're not lifting heavy enough, but I'm just gonna stick with it for right now. Shoulder height. Yeah, something about the deltoids, the nerves of the neck, solar plexus, right up into those lippy lips, and suddenly we're all a hunk of burning love. Okay. Good, we go 4. Whoa, sorry, not the right one. 3, 2, 1. It's the support systems for this front guy here. Take a second. It's so tight. That's what we need. You want to join me in this Gumby-like endeavor? Be my guest. What happens is this shoulder keeps rolling forward because I've got some tension up here, and it's just a little twinge. It's a warning. It's not injured. It's saying, hey, 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 I need some support. So I'm gonna give it to it the next time around. For our last round of push presses, I'm gonna go 15. What are you gonna do? I also think I gotta change the music. Yeah, we're gonna get into meditative. We need one more song. We can't do this yet. Almost. Here, let's just do this one more time. We'll be all good. I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess push press. Ready? Steady. Looks like I'm a little blurry on YouTube today. Is that a thing? I'm not sure. Anyways, let's do, bicep curl first. Sorry. Here we go. Bicep curl. Push. Yeah, no issue with this range here. Up. That's it. All right, everybody. We got this. Strong finish. Time to stretch at the end. Oh. Sometimes the signal isn't super strong, but it looks like it's good. It says excellent. It's all good. Just keep moving really is the point, right? We've got 2 more after this. Yes. Last one. Oh, and this is the last shoulder press that I can manage today. Woo! All right, done and dusted. Let's go into our little lip curling, bent elbow, side race. Oh, we gotta get it before the end of the song. Ready? Here we go. Ooh, we're in a bridge. That's it. Pressing those shoulder blades back a little bit, helping me stay in those shoulders. Almost there, almost there. 3, 2, oh yeah, we're going all the way there. 1, oh, okay. Guess what? Front raises to finish. burning out those shoulders. Roll them back, put them down, one arm at a time. Strong in the center. You can revisit that sense of hanging into a plank in your center. That doesn't mean you're not breathing. It just means that you're practicing length, oppositional energy, yeah? Good. Awesome, let's finish out this song and then just a couple more reps. Good, we got 4 more after this. 4, 3, stay in there, 2, there you go, last one, and we're good. It's the plight of the hypermobile, y'all. You never know where a joint's gonna be. Okay, first off, nice job. Secondly, let's stretch. Let's bring your right arm across. You're just gonna hook under forearm or elbow, wherever you can get it. I'm gonna try not to smash you in the microphone. And just pull across. Keep your shoulders facing front, hips facing front, head reaching to the sky. And just feel that line of pull across. Now again, I'm gonna recommend that you hydrate, maybe a little more today for recovery. Would love you to include some level of either vitamins, nutrients through food, D, B, all the good stuff. Good, let's release that same arm, bring it up and just bring your hand behind your head, reach across, take your elbow, and then just give it a little pull across. Try not to let your head go too far forward. I'm a huge proponent of magnesium. There are lots of different kinds of magnesium. The one that lends itself to kind of cellular recovery and rest is magnesium glycinate or biglycinate. You all let me know. I've got some really great dispensaries that I'm opening up for supplementation. And let's release this. Take the same arm across, reach behind your back, grab onto your wrist, your elbow, whatever you can get. Just give it a gentle tug, okay? If you also need ever to grab onto a broom handle for a little extra space or a towel, you want the shoulder to come back, and then we're gonna take the ear to the opposite side. Just lengthening, yeah. I have a couple of dispensaries where I can offer discount on supplements, and they're all, I can't prescribe supplements, but these ones are vetted by doctors, FDA, the whole 9 yards, so you're not just kind of shopping blind. They're what I use as well. Take your chin up. Take your chin down. Good, release. And then if you do have a wall or a doorway nearby, take your hand up on it, and then I just like to turn away from it. You don't have to try to hit the same angle as me by any means. It's just about getting this diagonal line of pull into your pec minor area. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll drop some links in the chat. I have a little kind of winter pack that engages a little bit more like vitamin D and some B vitamins for stress management, E for skin health, those kind of things. So I'll drop that in the chat for you tomorrow. You can check it out. All right, let's release. We got to do the other side. Now that this one, the brick is coming off, cross over, find it, pull it. Yes. Continue, continue. Ooh. Good work. We're gonna release it. We're gonna bring it up and on top. Stretch it here. I just don't like when we go all silent, even though it's nice when we're meditating. What happened there? Keep your stretching going. There we go. All right, we'll release this one. We'll take it back. Hand on your wrist or your elbow, wherever you can get it. Give it a little tug across, ear to shoulder. You're standing with good posture again. Just kind of finding that length through your spine. Turning your chin up a little if you like. Turning your chin down a little. Good, releasing, and then let's go to the other side. Just find a wall, something that's not gonna move as you put your arm on it, and then just a little turn away from it. It's funny too, as you start to stretch your neck, sometimes you recognize like, oh, it is a thing in the neck. And so you've got these thick bandy muscles up here that turn your head side to side. Those are called your sternocleidomastoids or SCMs. But underneath there, there's a deeper neck muscle called your scalenes. And I can feel right now that it isn't my shoulder, which is why I've got that strength to push up. It's a tension that's coming from my neck. So I'm glad we do these little stretches because sometimes it helps us just be a little more diagnostic. So the funny thing about stretching your scalenes release is that you wanna turn your chin, then you wanna take your jaw out, your lower jaw out beyond your upper jaw like a Pomeranian with an underbite. I don't know why it's a Pomeranian, they just often have underbites. And you feel the stretch right in here. And that's where it gets you. That's where it gets you. So we'll work on more tomorrow. We are going to go into a full stretching pursuit tomorrow. Be sure to be there or watch the replay. Welcome to new subscribers. Thank you for joining. Thanks everybody for taking class. Don't forget, water, it's not a miracle cure, right? It is just an aid to your systems in your body. Your body is designed perfectly for cellular recovery, and we can help it out by giving it nutrients, in some cases rest, in some cases movement stimulation, and also in hydration. Beautiful, the sneer. I love it, Dick, it's awesome. Yeah, the sneer. All right, well, more to come, everyone. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to check in with why the moves mattered to you, to my NeuroTune folks. Thank you for commenting in the chats, and thank you for sending all of your good, amazing words of praise. They mean so much to me. You're helping me out so much. You have no idea. It is really, really, I'm honored. It's amazing. It's great. Thank you so much. Thanks, Tracy. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't think I can use this from over here, so I'm gonna walk this way. Bye, have a great day.